Okay, Urianger, I'm back. What do you got? Another turn in the coil. Urianger would have you delve deeper into the mysteries surrounding the Elder Primal Bahamut. A crystal-choked abyss lieth beneath the Cartano Flats, the unholy cradle of an Elder Primal, and by thy hand were truths great and terrible wrested from those once celestial depths. Yet, as is oft the case, an answer doth breed a profusion of questions, and the unknown doth beckon with irresistible allure. Ne'er have the mysteries of the Red Moon lain so neatly within our grasp. Lady Alize hath sent word of her coming. 'Tis time once more to brave the precipice and leap, unflinching, into the jagged wound that doth gape beneath the land.
Mine apologies, I trust I have not kept you waiting over long.
Hey, it's Girl Alfie. The better Alfie.
Graf, I am both delighted and reassured to have you at my side once more. I would not waste your time with trivialities. Let us proceed directly to the discussion of that which we have learned and that which we hope to learn anon. Initially, it was evidence of a new primal that led us to delve into the cavern beneath Castrum Occidens and to explore the subterranean scars left after the fall of Dalamud. As you will well recall, what we found was a vast, largely intact fragment of the fallen satellite, and within the depths of the structure we discover not the new primal we had expected, but the broken form of Bahamut himself. Yet even this great revelation would soon be overshadowed by the appearance of my own dear grandfather.
I have since shared our sundry findings with Rambros, preeminent scholar of the Sons of St. Koinak, and he in turn did kindly furnish me with this theory concerning the Elder Primal's elegant prison. Twould seem that Dalamud was constructed to gather unto itself the rays of the sun, and thence channel this radiant bounty into the Crystal Tower. We'll get there. This was happening concurrently with the Crystal Tower raids, so we were having some information about that as well. The Ancient saw great potential in Bahamut's capacity to manipulate energies of otherwise unmanageable magnitude. 'Twas for this reason that they did bind him within the Red Moon to serve as its living core. Okay.
Do you remember the sight that greeted us at the culmination of our journey? The colossal devices that surrounded and seemed to cradle the incomplete form of the Elder Primal? From the information provided us by the Sons of St. Koinak, we have learned that these contraptions were termed internment hulks, and that each bore the designation Ragnarok class. The purpose of these hulks is believed to be twofold. First, they are meant to act as binding coils, rendering Bahamut incapable of escape.
There's a couple! But only like specific NPCs. And then once you max out Trust, you can change their outfits in Trust Dungeon. Oh, you totally can! You can put that costume on him in Trust. But we're not there yet.
And second, they are meant to feed him. Perversely, the self-same energy which prevents him from moving also serves to sustain his corporeal manifestation. Bahamut is permitted neither to die nor to truly live. He merely is allowed to be.
Oh yeah, in general. For century upon century was the Elder Primal thus imprisoned, bound about in fetters so subtle in their working, and yet so adamant, that though his cell be destroyed, Bahamut lieth at the mercy of his long-departed captors. Yeah.
It has long been held that the primals require the prayers of their faithful followers to exist, yet none alive worship Bahamut. Could it be, then, that the Allegans found a way to simulate prayer itself? It seems the only logical explanation. I would postulate, therefore, that regenerative mechanisms in question also supply something akin to the power of prayer. Consequently, if all of the internment hulks were to be rendered inactive, Bahamut should dissolve into the ether.
Upon the evidence of thy previous foray, we determined that the Elder Primal is sustained by 3 such binding coils. Thus did we commence to scour the realm, and found in the Twelveswood an as yet unexplored fragment of the lesser moon bearing a most familiar etheric signature. I don't have a response for that.
And after conducting a preliminary investigation, we believe we have discovered a point from which this North Shroud fragment, and the second of the interment hulks, can be entered. As Eorzea's sword in the darkness, I would have you once more lead the charge. I will, of course, be there at your side. Once you have made your preparations, head to Folgold Float and make yourself known to my assistant, Servant Lieutenant Anel. The fallen fragment is not far from that settlement, and her position provides a convenient rendezvous point.
Okay.
I will break these elegant fetters, for they bind my grandfather as surely as they bind Bahamut.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, why am I walking? Speak with Anel. Da-da-da-da-da-da. 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 Ghostbusters. There he is. It's party time.
Rat Iron Chest, I've been expecting you. My name is Anel.
Anel? My name is Anal.
I've been quartered the rank of lieutenant within the Order of the Twin Adder, that I may better assist Lady Alice with her endeavours here in the Twelveswood. Such authority has allowed me to act without interference for the local soldiery and conduct a preliminary investigation of the Alder Springs fragment. From what we have seen of the exterior, the structure shares many common features with the one you explored in the Nosha, and likely plays host to a similar complement of guardians.
It is unfortunate.
But I fear words alone will do little to prepare you for what lies ahead. Pray seek out my comrade to the south and west. He is charged with observing all that occurs in the vicinity of the fragment, and will be well placed to show you the thing, if nothing less.
All right. Da-da-da-da-da-da. 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 Ghostbusters. Is there something strange in your neighbor's food before you get a car? Ghostbusters. Is there something weird and it don't rook goo? Sharp eyes. Oh no! I hope Durandala's okay! Just ran right off the cliff! What business brings you to this broken land? Unless you fancy being ground into a bloody pulp under the granite fist of a wandering golem, I suggest you bugger off to... Oh, my apologies, sir! Lady Alice did send word of your impending arrival, but would seem I've grown rather too accustomed to shooing away curious sellswords and reckless explorers. Behold, if you will, one of the fallen shards of the Red Moon, Dalamoon. Our initial survey uncovered no evidence of the Empire's presence, which, while fortunate in itself, meant that the approach of the fragment had yet to be cleared. To the fragment. I don't think it qualifies as steampunk. Like, it depends on where, too. I think it's medium fantasy. I don't think it's necessarily high fantasy, and it's not low fantasy. But, yeah, I think it's like, I would call it medium fantasy. The Garlean stuff with the ceruleum is like a little bit diesel punk, kinda? It's not really punk. It's like techno fantasy. Yeah, it does. And you see that shit from Dawn Trail that looks crazy that I'm not going to talk about yet, but After much effort, however, we succeeded in carving out a semblance of a path which should grant you access to the entrance, and that, I'm afraid, is where our progress ended. Interior. Well, assuming that the architecture of this hulk resembles the first, the master controls you seek will be located on the bottommost layer, past all the ingenious and deadly defenses of which the ancient Alligans seemed so indecently fond. If you would know more, I'm afraid there's nothing for it but to brave the depths of the fragment yourself. Lady Alize will soon be arriving at Falgord. Pray do not tarry on your way back to the lieutenant's post. I imagine our young mistress will be most eager to commence the expedition. Road ahead promises peril aplenty, and I would humbly suggest that this is not the occasion to stint on preparation or provisions. May the 12 watch over you. Alright. Don't go get killed, idiot. That. Hey, Anal.
Master Ironchest, I trust the prophet's explanation was worth the journey.
Not really.
Simply securing an approach to the fragment's entrance proved a monumental task. I dare not think what defeating its inner defenses will entail. If there is aught I might do to aid you...
Alfie?
Lady Alice... Oh, my apologies, Master Alphino. Has there been a change of plans?
Urianger informed me of the impending expedition. I merely came to exchange a few words with my fellow scion before he disappeared into the depths of the second coil. Alfie, get out of here. Graf, though I would strenuously deny it were she present, my sister's admiration and affection for our grandsire exceeds even mine own. Upon the matter of his legacy, therefore, Alize is wont to go above and beyond the call of duty. It is our grandfather's absence she has made the salvation of In her grandfather... Oh my god. I can't read today. I'm sorry. In our grandfather's absence, she has made the salvation of Eorzea her personal crusade. It was that which prompted her to brave the perils of the first coil. Yet the fact that she risks her life in this manner is not the greatest of my concerns. No, it is her subsequent fixation upon my grandfather's shade that worries me most. This quest will rid the world of Bahamut. To rid the world of Bahamut must not become a quest to save a man long dead. My sister must needs have a better reason to fight. Must needs! A time will come when the fate of the realm rests upon our shoulders, and when it does, we must be strong in our resolve, and certain of the stakes for which we risk all. There is a wide difference between fighting for the good of Eorzea and fighting for the love of a man who died for the good of Eorzea. Alize must choose her own path. She cannot rely on grandfather to choose it for her, for he is gone. I am glad that it is you with whom she makes this journey. If Alize is to discover a deeper purpose, then where better to find one than at the side of Eorzea's greatest champion? 'Twas there that I found mine, after all. Get out of here, Alfie. But 'tis past time I was gone. Good. Fair fortune in your endeavours, Graf. Ah, Lieutenant Anal, was it? I would appreciate you making no mention of my presence here to my sister.
Oh! Okay. Lady Alize is due to arrive at any moment. I shall abide in confident expectation of your triumphant return.
Okay. God, I'm sorry. I can't fucking read. Second coil of Bahamut is now accessible. We're frothing up. Grandpa had to bring a friend. Black Shroud. Dalamud's Shadow. Oh yeah.
How strange. Why could we not see all this before? I suppose it is only to be expected that corrupted crystals should accompany a disturbance of this magnitude. After all, the fragment likely pierced the ground to a depth of many hundreds of yards. That swirling ether leaking from the wound must warp the very air, creating a veil that hides these formations from view. Well, it is not as if we expected this to be a straightforward task. Let's tread carefully, shall we, Graf? It is imperative that we win through to the depths of the structure and disable the mechanism that powers Bahamut's regeneration. Of course, if we should chance to encounter my grandfather upon the way, I shall not let him go again, not while there is hope that he may yet be saved. But mayhap we should put such thoughts from our minds until after we have successfully gained entrance to the place. That opening up ahead appears to be a suitable point of ingress, past what is obviously a boss.
Hey, fuck up the dark matter clusters. Yeah, lots of trash in this one. Whee! Got it. Oh, and it takes the wall down. Fuck you. Break the walls down! Scar's Edge. Excuse me. Also, I'm a little snoofy, sorry. Yeah! Ew! Nasty! Oh, it is Rafflesia. Got it. Okay, bye! Nailed it. Alright, let's get in there. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get there. Hey, treasure. Hi, elegant shit. Out we go. Oh, whatever. It'll be fine. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, the inner cutscene occurs here. The intro. Touch. Uh-oh, it's Nail! A key figure from 1.0 and 1.x.
That armor. No, it couldn't be.
The White Raven? The Black Raven?
You're your guard, Graf. Though it defies all reason that he should live, I know of only one who wears such armor. He whom the Empire raised as high as the Black Wolf himself, the legatus of the 7th Legion. I speak of the madman who brought the Meteor Project to fruition. We face the White Raven, Nail Van Darnus, harbinger of the 7th Umbral Era.
Nail's actually a lady.
Nail Van Darnus. Ah, that was the name of the fool who perished upon the eve of the promised Age of Glory. It should not be uttered within these hallowed halls.
Big Elzen bow.
Out of love for his royal servant, the one true deity named me Nail Deus Darnus.
Deus being God. Like Deus Ex Machina. God from the machine.
The one true deity? Bahamut! He speaks of Bahamut! O Lord Bahamut, thy name is as sweet water to parched lips. How my heart swells at thy sacred touch. This blessed sanctum is the domain of my God and his beloved children. Seek to defile its glory and you will answer to me. See you later, fuckers. Whee! Ah!
That looks like some horse shit. Some kind of elevator?
How is this possible? From what Alphino has told me, Nail was slain on the eve of the calamity.
Well,
whatever the truth of the matter, we must be on our guard. There could be no reasoning with the worshippers of a primal.
Rubik's is like, I'm here too. Okay. Wait. Yeah, this way. Oh my god. I think there's a little cutscene here too about jumping into the thing. The outer coil. Whee! I'm here to do the part that requires 2 people. Graf said there'd be snacks later. Ah. Grandpa said there'd be snacks later. Okay, bye. This is another one of them that's all trash. So I'm guessing that the goal is to make sure that you defeat the other ads before you defeat the node. Because the node is what causes progress to the next thing. Oh, this boss is a fucking nuisance. I remember studying it. And it looks super cool. Like, the mechanics of it look super rad. But... oh, here she comes. She had the scorpion stinger from Elden Ring. Should I do another Elden Ring playthrough? Nah. Boom! Yeah, just focus the boss down. Bye! Goodbye! Feels like there should be some cutscenes, but there should be... I'm gonna throw this bunch of this shit away. Oh my god, there's so much. So much garbage. What is it casting? Those look fucking fire. Shit. Why is this stuff so cool? Oh my god, there's so much of it. Get out of my inventory. Oh, good lord. Sorry about the constant edits, people watching this on YouTube. But I don't trust the game.
I'm reminded of the passages beneath Castrum Oxidans. We must have travelled quite some distance below the surface. More of the same tunnels. 12 be good. Surely they cannot continue all the way down from the upper floors. It is difficult to see inside, but I have a terrible feeling those corridors house more of the dreadful guardians you have already faced. It is said that the Allegans excelled in the creation of chimerical beasts, and that the Red Moon teemed with 1,000 fantastical monstrosities, all to prevent the enemies of the ancient empire from releasing the Elder Primal. I wonder, the creatures that prowl these halls, could they be the beloved children of which Nail spoke? Well, this is yet another mystery to ponder upon our return. Shall we continue onwards?
I remember this one also being annoying. But, like, you should just be able to, like, go like this, and then just, like, blitz it? Fuck you, Node. And then I think you can just, like, go here. You know, I may not be remembering any of this correctly. Shoot me! This is one of the super annoying ones. Oh my god. Nope. Okay. Whoop! Have I fucked it all up? Can I... I'm like looking at the map. Okay, we're good. It's less of a puzzle than I thought it was. This is one of the bosses that's really hard solo. Or it used to be. This fucking tree thing. Motherfucker. There's so many mechanics for this fight. Oh my fucking god. And then 4, and then bam! Bam, boom. Bam. Yup. Oh! So, we definitely died to that. But whatever, fuck you. See, I told you this shit doesn't fuck around. Oh, it's all in my inventory now. Oh no. Probably just stay out of New Game Plus mode while I'm trying to do this. The hollow charts. Ah! I swear to God, I'm blind! Yeah, me too. So this fight is fucking ass. And insanely complicated. And really, really hard. This is another one of those that, like, even unsynced, it can be really nasty. I need to do this with Blue Mage, too.
That surely cannot be Dolomud. Where are we?
The final resting place of Nail Van Darnus.
Hey, Nail. Nail! Nail!
This is a grave for the undeserving. And for the crime of trespassing upon my god's sanctuary, this place shall serve as your grave, too.
No!
Nail, you're a bitch. Oh, book! That Alfie? No, it was Alize. Nail was a lady! But we already knew that!
In the hour of his failure, Nail Van Darnus felt the currents of ether begin to bear away his essence. But before oblivion could claim the last of him, a divine will reached out. And I was born.
That's Nail!
Then did the words of my God resound in mine ears. Bring unto mine enemies crushing defeat, that they might know despair without end, and claim thee thus the victory which thou wert once denied.
Yes. Yes, Soren. Oh, she's going nuts! There she is! Damn, bitch, you ugly.
'Twould seem that little remained of Nail's essence when Bahamut plucked him from the blink of oblivion.
Why do you guys keep saying him? Can someone go back and change that? Like, come on.
And the result was a strange simulacrum. Nevertheless, her aura bespeaks great power. She channels the rage of the Elder Primal himself.
Lord Bahamut, thy wish is my command. None shall escape thine unquenchable fury. Come, ye dull, unthinking beasts! Bare your teeth! Oh, she got Freddy Krueger tits. They will avail you not in the calamity to come! Yeah... Nah. Oh yeah, this track fucking slaps. This might have been an Uematsu joint from 1.0 or 1.x. Go! Go! Oh boy. Time to invuln! Yeah! I'm so glad I'm not doing this solo. Right on her face. See how hard Grandpa got killed there from fucking Heaven's Fall? Yeah! Woo, murder! Second coil of Bahamut complete! Hooray! Oh, Grandpa. Grandpa's like, oh, I'm getting killed so much. Oh, this fucking sucks. Is there anything else I can, like, throw away? I've got so much garbage. 2 slots remaining in my inventory. Let's get rid of this. And let's get rid of this. Those ether stones are worth almost nothing. High elegant cleavers. It is pretty big, Elise. Gasp. I mean, I guess Nail could be trans. I don't think Nail's trans.
Oh, creature. Would that you have never been born.
Jeez. Oh, well, I guess, yeah.
You had surrendered your physical form and collapsed into ether, but Bahamut denied you death and imprisoned what little was left of you in an ethereal shell resembling... What, I wonder? Images from your memory, perhaps? But that shell is now broken, and your primal deity seems disinclined to sustain your existence.
My primal deity?
No.
I kneel to no icon. What need have I to beg the favour of such filth? And Nail Van Darnus, legatus of the 7th Legion. No. A moment. My thoughts are clouded. This body is not mine own. Could it be that you spoke the truth? Was I ensorcelled by the Lesser Moon's ancient prisoner? It will not happen again.
Well, because you're fucking dead.
You speak as if Bahamut no longer controlled you. But that's impossible. Once a primal ensnares a mind, it cannot be freed. Unless Bahamut simply relinquished his claim. What need has he of a broken spirit bound for the ethereal realm?
Oh, that I should fall prey to the very influence I sought to purge from the land. The irony is galling. But do not assume that all of my actions were chosen for me. It was my will that the Meteor Project be resurrected, mine and none other. Yet it seems that my grand designs were destined to fail. Even the ungentle release of death was denied me.
Nail, please, you must tell us more of the calamity. I must know the truth of what has befallen the world, and what has become of my grandfather, Archon Louis Soir.
You are Louis Soir's grandchild. The fates are generous with their cruelty. Continue on if you would have your answers, but they await you at the terminus of your path. But know that this path leads only to despair. The light of truth was ever harsh and unforgiving.
Why do you say this? Grandfather will be freed once we put a stop to Bahamut's restoration, will he not? What are you not telling us?
Steel yourself, child. Only unbending resolve and merciless strength can conquer what lies ahead. The weak can do naught but weep under the pall of their own misery, as did the frail child I once was.
Ah! Ah! Whoa. That was intense. Silent, chattering wraith. Your wretched wings are broken, and you shall soar no more.
My crimson moon, your brilliance sears mine eyes. Ah!
That was fucked up. I recognize that voice, Graf, but never would he say such words. Come, let us finish what we came to do. All will be put right when the final hulk lies dormant. Grandfather will be himself again. I'm sure of it.
I wouldn't be so sure. Later, in the internment hulk.
Bahamut regenerates more swiftly than I had anticipated. Let us hope that disabling this coil will serve to slow the process. This display seems different, but the controls appear to mimic the mechanism we found in the Lenotion hall. It shouldn't pose a problem.
I know you were a computer whiz, Alize.
Raph, forgive me. The moment I beheld Nail's transformation, hope wilted in my heart. I did not believe you could stand against the manifestation of Bahamut's power. For all your fabled strength and skill, I felt certain then that I was going to lose you, just as I lost my grandfather. Even he, man for whom naught seemed impossible, was humbled before Bahamut's might. And yet, look how far we have come. It is incredible the feats of which we are capable, our boundless potential. It was this capacity for greatness, I believe, that grandfather so dearly wished to protect. With all that has occurred, I have come to understand that much at least.
Touch. Stock electricity sounds. Over and over. Bing, bing. Turn that shit off.
'Tis done. Shall we make our way back to the surface and gather our thoughts? We have seen much that will benefit from Urianger's learned perspective.
Uh-oh. Ah! Oh, she got blasted. Oh, sweet baby.
Grandfather, it is you. Then why?
Abandon this quest, Alize. I will not countenance further sabotage of the coils.
Sabotage? But we must disable the coils if we are to prevent Bahamut's revival.
Your defiance seals your fate. Ah! No, no, no! No, evil grandpa.
No, you are not who I thought you were. My grandfather would never.
Grandfather would never blast me with an energy beam. Foolish girl. How could the White Raven allow herself to be bested by such sniveling opponents? Listen well. We all exist at the pleasure of one divine. And the word of Lord Bahamut is absolute. Scurry back to your holes, vermin. You have been granted this one reprieve. But should you be so foolish as to crawl into my lord's domain again, I will crush the life from you myself. Ugh. What a dick.
That light in grandfather's eyes. He has suffered the same fate as Nail.
Aww.
My grandsire is no more. That was naught but a phantom that profanes his noble memory. This mockery must be expunged. I will not rest until I free grandfather's soul from Bahamut's tyranny. Do you hear me, Bahamut? Your time is at an end. Eorzea and my family will be avenged.
Yeah, you tell him. Alizé's resolve. Alizé is keen to seek Urianger's learned opinion on the disturbing events which unfolded during your expedition into the second coil.
Truly, it is wonderful to escape that stifling air and to return to Northern Thanalan again, it would appear. I must thank you again, Graf. Were it not for your bravery, I strongly doubt that I would be standing here now. Oh, but you need not tarry on my account. The danger has passed. Pray go on ahead and apprise Urianger of all that has occurred. I will join you anon. My thoughts are yet unruly, and I would rest here a while.
Here? At least, go to the camp. Speak with Urianger in the Waking Sands. The Waking Sands. Meow. Thank God for non-linear editing. Oh, jeez. Nunazofu. Fucko Chongo. Pray return to the Waking Sands. Go over here? Yeah, there we go. Radolf. Hey, Urianger, what do you got? The triumphant hero doth return. Thine eyes speak of the dread task's completion. The second coil now lieth dormant. Yet I sense the tidings thou bearest are not altogether glad. Pray tell me, what ill hath cast the shadow which falleth now across thy brow? God. Oh, ba-ba! As big as a house. An old foe and an old friend. So 'twas but the ethereal shadow of Master Louis Soir that Lady Alizé beheld. An unnatural conjuration in thrall to the elder primal. That the fiend should deign to choose him of all men, even in full knowledge of the shade's true nature, I would be hard-pressed to weather such a confrontation. Yet what agonies must the young mistress have endured! Such torment did she ne'er deserve. Mayhap 'twere better if the Lady Alizé did absent herself from future forays into the coils.
I have come too far to surrender to grief, Urianger.
Here she is, with her book. My lady.
I am resolved to defeat these fiends, and naught shall sway me from my path. Now, let us peer more deeply into the well of our discoveries.
As you wish, my lady. By your leave, I would first speak of the coil's late guardian, Nael Vandarnus. Vandarnus was a legatus of the Garlean Empire who strove to bring about Eorzea's final destruction, only to fall even as the sixth sun did set. If thou had heard tales of the White Raven, then it is he of whom they speak. He, I say, for Nael was for certainly no maid. What, really? The noble house of Vandarnus, as we discovered all too late, had long safeguarded the wisdom of ancient Alag. 'Twas thus that the legatus came to learn of the true nature of Dalamud, and to seek to employ the Red Moon as a weapon against Eorzea. But the Crystal Tower, and the mechanisms required to command the satellite, yet lay hidden beneath the ground, compelling Nael to construct a far less subtle mechanism. And in his first faltering attempts to communicate with Dalamud, did he likely rouse the satellite's slumbering prisoner. Thenceforth did the White Raven's soul belong to Bahamut.
He was fortunate indeed to acquire so powerful a thrall by chance. 'Tis little wonder he was so loath to part with. Why let a simple thing like death deprive one of so useful a pawn? Though we may accuse him of bungling Vandarnus' resurrection, I dare say Bahamut was as content to have a handmaiden as a manservant. I only hope that the two thralls we encountered were the extent of his flock. Yet I cannot help but dwell on Nail's words, those beloved children of whom he spoke. I assumed at first that he had referred to the moon's beastly guardians, but should Bahamut have enslaved other mortals, must needs remove his source of worship. Must needs! Otherwise, our efforts to disable the coils shall be for naught.
Forgive mine indelicacy, my lady. Thou art wise indeed to speak of expunging the primal's thralls, but canst thou truly pursue a course which would cost thee thine own grandsire?
My heart and mind are as one on this matter. Grandfather's salvation can be won but by a single method, the destruction of Bahamut, and aught that might serve to sustain him. Graf, while Urianger and I endeavour to ascertain the existence of any further thralls, I suggest you grant yourself a moment's respite. Rest assured that I will contact you the moment I have need of your inimitable talents. Oh my god. That we have achieved so much I owe to you. I fear, however, that our trials have barely begun.
And not barely, we're like 2/3 of the way through the raid series. Though time had dulled the pain of thy passing, I find that I am wounded afresh. Master Louisoix, what good shall come of this unending search for knowledge and truth? Long have I believed in the pursuit of such treasures to be the duty of every true Sharlayan. Yet when each new revelation serveth only to heap further anguish upon those whom we would fain protect, must we truly reach for more?
So, you have found your resolve, dear sister. Will you now find a use for the secret, for the key that only you and I hold? Given our familiar propensity for curiosity, you would do well to remember that the keys may serve to seal doors as well as to unlock them, and Bahamut is a most unwelcome guest, to whom the doors should never have been opened.